over in Chennai at the moment.
Hello, hello.
Yes, here we go.
How are you?
Dinesh Karthik.
Very
Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
Yeah, firstly, how are you? And is Deepika around as well? Is she going to be cooking or helping you cook?
Yeah, this is not going to happen without Deepika. So yeah, I have. She's very much here.
She
Trying to.
does most of the cooking
Yes,
though.
how's it going to be?
So how do you
Is
feel
it
about
hard?
doing this?
Very nervous actually. I'm very nervous because I haven't done something like this. So I'm very nervous, honestly.
You'll be absolutely fine. I've sent you the recipe already. Just firstly, tell me what does Deepika normally like to cook at home? What are your favorite dishes?
She's very good at baking. In fact, during the World Cup, she went for a baking course in the UK, so she's become really good at that. But then these days during isolation, she's found a way to cook every night for the family. So it's been really good. So she's a very good cook, but I must admit that she doesn't fancy cooking Indian dishes much. She makes tacos, she makes pasta, she makes all those kind of things. So I don't know, probably it's one of a few attempts at Indian cooking. So looking forward to this.
Now, having spent a lot of time in Kolkata, you must have tried some Bengali dishes. Are there any of those that are your favorites that you like to eat?
Honestly, I feel Bengali cuisine is more known for their sweets. So, I'm a big fan of Rasgulla and all of those things. I haven't had the. I've ordered a couple of times. I think it's called Jole Machi or something like that. In the ITC menu, there is once or twice I've had it. So, yeah, I've had it, but I think I prefer the sweets from the Bengali side.
Yeah, I mean, Mishli Doi is my favorite, of course. Now, we're going to have a go at my mum's recipes, and you've already kind of fried up the paneer. I know that. So what we're going to do, I'll just show everyone again what we have in front of us. So paneer, potato, got one red tomato diced and sorry, chopped up, and I've got some grated ginger. So if we head over to the pan and we'll get started.
Yes.
Here we go. Right, can I just grab yeah. So you've got Deepika, my husband is here as well, helping me out.
You need some help, don't you?
Rich is he's been great for like camera angles and sorting out the spices. Can I just grab a cumin, please? So I'm going to chuck some oil into the pan, and the
Okay.
first thing we're going to do, we're going to cook up the potatoes. So firstly, it's a case of right as much chili as you want. So I usually put in one Kashmiri red chili
Okay. One.
and half a teaspoon of cumin.
Here we go. My first thing. First time. First
Yes.
time. Yes. What's next?
So you want half a teaspoon of cumin.
Half a teaspoon of cumin. Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, mix that all up.
Mm-hmm.
So this is quite a this is quite similar for a lot of Bengali dishes. And Mum used to try and keep it quite simple. So it was a case of a bit of cumin, bit of chili. Sometimes it's onions that's going in, but we haven't got any onions in this dish.
Okay.
I'd like to know where people are tuning in from. Have you got any questions for DK on his first expedition with his Bengali dish? How have you been passing the time at home? Has it been quite busy? Have you been doing lots of fitness work?
I'm going to make this and send it to Shah Rukh Khan. Let it try.
So what you do with the cumin, when it goes in, you'll see that it starts to bubble up. That's it tempering.
Okay.
And then when you see that the oil is starting to separate from the cumin, so if you have a look in your pan, and you'll start to notice that the oil is separating away from it.
Yeah.
That's when you should introduce the tomato.
Okay.
There's a lot of people on here saying that you need to cook more, Dinesh.
Yes. Is it a spicy dish or it's not that spicy?
It's not too spicy, actually. It's quite a simple one. You can actually add as much spice as you want. I know that you're from the south, so you generally like it quite spicy. Is that right?
Yeah. Bengali dishes are not known to be too spicy, is it?
No, sometimes we even put sugar in as well.
Okay.
So actually, with this dish, you can just sprinkle a bit of sugar in at the end. So cooked up the tomato a little bit, and now it's time for the potatoes to go in. Potatoes, put your potatoes. It's right there. It's right there in front of you.
I just put all in?
Yeah, put it all in.
With the water?
No, you can put without the water. It's better. Without the water, put the potatoes in. Yeah. Grab the top. Wait.
It gets really hot here. Wow.
So we're just going to leave that in there for a little bit. If you've got a lid, you just cover it a little bit. So I've been trying some of your, what's the name of your fitness instructor at KKR?
So we have a new fitness instructor this year. He's from New Zealand. He's actually an Olympic sprinter. Apparently, not apparently. He's as of now still holds the record for being the 12th fastest ever. His name is Chris Donaldson. So yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a new trainer. He's with the New Zealand team as well.
Yeah. So he's been passing on something to do every day for you, like a little exercise routine. And so I tried it because Brendan McCullum posted it on his feed.
You just say a little workout? My God.
Well, it's definitely not a little workout. I don't know why I said it was little. I tried the finisher the other day.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I was in pain for like 2 or 3 days.
He claims that the first 2-3 days you can't lift any part of your body and then you get used to it. That's what he claims.
Okay.
I find it hard to believe. It's really, really, really hard.
Yeah. I wonder how many people are actually trying it around the world.
Yeah, I mean, Baz puts it up on his Instagram consistently, so I just hope a lot of people try to know how hard it is.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people online actually. If anybody wants to ask anything to both of us, I hope they ask you something about commentary. How do you find commentary? Do you find it interesting or is it fun?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, when I first started, like, you're just trying. It's like any new job. You're just trying to get used to it, but and also coming from having played myself, you kind of understand what the players are going through, and but then you're also trying to not necessarily criticize, but just call it how you see it. And there's always ways of saying stuff so that it's not too offensive. but I very much had to learn that as I went.
Okay. So I'm assuming a few other players came and said, you're going a little hard at me, so just tone it down a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
is it something that you'd like to do?
To be honest, I just spoke. I mean, we had a good chat. I had an interview with Harsha Bogle as well. So you know, one of the things that I have noticed is a lot of the players get affected by what commentators say. Not affected, they tend to take it to heart. So, I have
Yeah.
this attitude where I think, this is what I've always thought about it, that they are talking about not you as a person, about your credentials as a player. So I think
Yeah.
that's completely okay because it's always up for debate. Some people will feel you're good, some people will feel not good. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What matters the most is what you think about yourself is going to bat or play,
Yeah.
basically. That's fine.
Yeah.
So that's how I would
Absolutely.
look.
But is
Also,
that
the
something
fact
that,
that I also feel that the most important thing is if the commentators don't talk about you, then you're not relevant. Only if you're important, they do talk about you, So it's fine. It's fine. If nobody
well,
talks about you, that means you're not doing well enough in life. That's how I've always felt.
that's a good way to look at it for sure. Is it something that maybe affected you when you were a bit younger, perhaps, and you've now, because you've done it so much, you've got the experience, you can just put it to one side?
Many, many years ago, I remember watching an interview by Ian Chappell, actually. And I remember him saying that a player walked up to him and said, you seem to be going hard at me. Why? And he said, look, your job is to play. You continue doing it. My job is to speak. I will continue doing that. So let's not disturb each other. The best thing that you can do is just switch it off when you see it or don't watch it at all. So, I've kind of followed that
Yeah.
always. So that's how I've always been. But I don't think Ian Chappell was aware of social media back then. Now those people make sure the news gets to you somehow.
Yeah.
You will find it.
It's
So you can't run away
everywhere.
from it. But I think there are many ways to avoid it and accept it if you can. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just an opinion. It's okay.
Yeah. No, that's a good way to be. Sorry, just back to the potatoes. So I
Yeah.
need to add some turmeric. So I'm just going to
Okay.
add half a teaspoon of turmeric, and I've put in a bit of salt as well. How much training is Deepika doing at the moment?
Quite a lot. She does training every day. Her sport is a lot about fitness, so yeah, she does it every day.
And Deepika, have you tried out some of those training regimes from the KKR?
No, I've only seen it.
No?
It's too crazy for me.
You have to do it one time. So I'm going to add the minced ginger now. So I'm just going to squeeze out the fresh ginger into the pan. Boil some water. And the minced ginger as well. So I'm putting in half a teaspoon of this minced ginger.
Okay.
This is where you get to add as much chili as you want to.
Okay.
Is it chili pepper?
Yeah. Yeah.
Chili. So when you're ready,
Yeah.
once you've kind of cooked that up a bit, you can add your paneer as well.
Okay.
And then what I like to do is just boil up a bit of water and add that to the pan, and then just let it kind of simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay. Was it okay?
No, it's still in there. Cool.
So I'm just going to add the boiling water now.
Yeah.
It's got a really good smell, actually.
Even ours. Good. Smells good.
Yeah. So then you cover it and I don't know if you managed to get hold of the garam masala, which is basically a bit of cinnamon, clove, and cardamom all kind of ground together.
Yes, yes, we have that.
Okay, great. So we'll just let this simmer for a little bit, and then we'll add a bit of that at the end.
Okay. So is it your lunch there or?
Yeah, this is lunch,
Okay.
but I'll probably have it for dinner as well. So I'm actually going to make some prawn and courgette as well, which is a really easy kind of dish. I just mix in prawns with chopped courgette and then the Bengali 5 spice, which is called panchphoron.
Okay.
And it's nigella seeds, mustard seeds, fennel, fenugreek, and cumin.
Oh.
So I'm just going to step away from that for a couple of minutes.
What's the weather there like? Is it warm, cold?
It's actually really warm. Have you got the comments?
Oh, okay. So the summer
Yeah,
started then.
yeah, it's been really warm all week actually, like 26 degrees. I mean, not as warm as you get in India, but and Chennai in particular. I mean, it gets really hot down there, doesn't it?
Yeah. Very much. We are about 35 degrees right now.
Yeah, crazy times. So have you been keeping in touch with the rest of your teammates?
Yeah, we did a Zoom call the other day. So we've all been in touch a little bit. So it's been good. I think most of the boys are feeling bored actually, just sitting at home doing nothing, just these workouts. So yeah, it's been a little hard on everybody, but I guess there are bigger things to do right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, are you doing a beard challenge as well?
A what
that's
challenge?
What it looks like.
A beard challenge. I tell you what, once this lockdown is over, they keep asking me what's the first thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to go meet my hairstylist and barber for the first time.
Yeah, keep it well manicured.
Definitely. I think it's okay. I think my wife, I'm also testing my wife's love for me, whether she's unconditional love or she's got conditions. So let's see.
My husband last cut his hair a year ago.
Okay. Did you cut his hair this time around during isolation?
I haven't. I'm thinking about doing it actually. Yeah. But I don't know if he'd forgive me if it went wrong. Deepika, I don't know if you feel the same.
Get it wrong by cutting my hair. How's the taste? It's looking nice though. It's got a sambar feel to it.
Yeah, have a try. Mm. So I'm going to take the lid off and just allow that to boil off a little bit. So what I like to do just to thicken it up a bit at the end.
Yeah.
I put in a little, like a dash of milk and some flour.
Okay.
Is it okay if you put cream, a little bit of cream instead?
You can try some cream, yeah. Might as well. I mean, what kind of stuff do you use in your Indian dishes?
Actually, I don't really make that much of Indian. I try and stay away from the Indian part and let my cook make it. But if I have to, I'll just read off a recipe book. I think that's the easiest thing to do. Yeah.
Okay. So I quite like, I love masala dosa. Love it.
Oh, really? Oh, this part of the world, there's a lot of masala dosa. That's what we're famous.
Massive fan of that. So I'm just going to, if you want to answer some more questions, I'm just going to add some garam masala. So half a teaspoon of that.
Okay, garam masala, okay.
A bit of salt.
there's a lot of ingredients that goes into cooking.
Yeah. And it's all about the timing as well, like at what point you need to add stuff.
Wow.
I'm just going to have a look at some questions for you, DK.
Sure.
Here we go. It says DK should cook more Bengali cuisine. Can DK cook fish? Can you cook fish, DK? No. Maybe grills. Just stick it in the grill.
This is the first time Dinesh has even come inside a kitchen, other than the other day where he baked a cake. So there goes your answer.
Cooking is not my forte.
It can be though. You've got plenty of time at home now to cook. What's your favorite cricket ground? Amit says.
My favorite cricket ground is I love Eden Gardens actually. I really enjoy playing in it because it's really good. The crowd is good. I really have a fondness for Eden Gardens. Generally, when you do well in the ground, you tend to like it a lot more. So I guess Eden Gardens is one of my favorites.
Yeah. Well, how would you feel about playing there without a crowd? Because there's been talk of playing behind closed doors and...
You see, for a lot of us, we've all grown up playing domestic cricket. So it's not like we've never played without a crowd.
Yeah.
It's not like something that's going to be too new to us.
Yeah.
It would feel weird because we've never played an IPL game without a crowd. So that is a little different. But all the cricketers who played the sport have all played where there's been nobody watching us. So we've all grown playing that. So it's nothing new to us.
Okay. Well, hopefully you can get up and running as soon as possible.
What is your opinion on it? Do you think there's going to be an IPL sometime soon or World Cup? Or what do you think?
I just can't see it happening at the moment. There needs to be proper measures in place because coronavirus is just rife around the world, So until we can get hold of a vaccine, which is going to take time, you need to be so sure of the testing and have measures in place to make sure people who are going to the ground definitely haven't got it. So but I just think it's such a mad time. I mean, who would have expected this last year? It's crazy. So but good news, we get to cook more. I've been cooking loads. And it's actually been quite therapeutic.
Are you missing IPL?
Have I what?
Is that a very you enjoy coming to the IPL?
I love coming to the IPL. Love it.
Does
just the buzz around it. Yeah, he does. He comes all around. Yeah. So we sort of travel to Calcutta, Mumbai, been to Pune.
It's pretty hectic for commentators, isn't it? Because you literally do back-to-back games. It's a lot more travel than us.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have to train every day. We do the game. Sometimes I'll travel straight after a game, so 2 a.m, get to the next place, sleep in the day, and then get to work that night. So, but you guys, you need to make sure you're fresh and ready to play. You need the rest. So we don't mind. Do you want to have a little taste? I think we're pretty much ready.
Yeah, we've got a nice color to it. Tell me this is how it's supposed to look, please.
Ours might look a little lighter because I added cream instead. Yeah, this was great.
That's good for me.
Did you taste it?
Yeah.
Rich, you want to try some? Rich is going to try some as well. Did anyone who's on this live story, has anyone actually cooked with us?
Yeah. Is anybody who's watching cooking with us? Please.
If not, you'll have to watch it back and try and do it at home and send your photos through.
We should put up the recipe on the
KKR website. Yeah, send them through to KKR if you've managed to do this recipe.
So here it is.
Yum. Oh, you've sprinkled a bit of coriander on there.
That's Deepika's presentation, I guess.
Nice, very good. My presentation is not as good, but here we go.
Ah, nice.
Thanks, DK.
We're going to have that for dinner today. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you. Hopefully we can see you cooking some more.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Take care.
Bye, DK. Bye, Deepika. Bye.